A spot in the EFL Cup semi-finals awaits the victor of Thursday's clash between Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United in North London. This is an opportunity for both teams to boost morale and affirm their true ambitions. Tottenham Hotspur are continuing to search for ways to extend their inspiration, while a resurgent Manchester United under manager Ruben Amorim will not want to miss the chance to progress further in this tournament. They just crushed Man City in a way no manager has done in the past 10 years. But extending this winning streak and truly returning to form will be a story of many matches and many competitions. Tottenham Hotspur are coming off an impressive 5-0 victory over Southampton in the Premier League last weekend. Their attack exploded with goals from James Maddison, Son Heung-min, Dejan Kulusevski, and Pape Matar Sarr. Spurs completely dominated the match and took full advantage of their opportunities to temporarily erase doubts following a poor run of form. However, this victory should also be viewed with caution, as their opponent, Southampton, is struggling in the bottom half of the table and lacked resistance. Prior to this, Tottenham Hotspur had endured a stretch of 8 matches with only 1 win, a clear sign of instability under manager Ange Postecoglou. No one forgets how Tottenham Hotspur, despite leading by 2 goals, were overwhelmed by Chelsea with arrogant attacking play, and against a Manchester United side with a well-known potent weapon, no one can be sure if they will stand firm. On the other side, Manchester United just produced one of the biggest shocks of the season, defeating Manchester City 2-1 at the Etihad. The Red Devils staged a dramatic comeback in the final minutes thanks to a Bruno Fernandes penalty and a decisive goal from Amad Diallo. Amad's last-minute strike was later meticulously analyzed by experts like Gary Neville and Thierry Henry, with slow-motion replays praising his anticipation of the ball's bounce to create the only possible touchpoint. This assertion, that Amad predicted the ball's trajectory for a perfect touch, speaks volumes about the player. This victory restored United's confidence and affirmed Ruben Amorim's tactical imprint. Under the Portuguese manager, Manchester United are gradually reshaping their playing style and improving their form after a difficult start to the season. Despite sitting 13th in the Premier League table, 3 places behind Tottenham Hotspur, the Red Devils are showing strong signs of revival, now just 6 points off the top 4. Their current standing and, to some extent, their instability is evident in their squad list. Tottenham Hotspur are facing an injury crisis, missing up to 9 key players. Christian Romero, Richarlison, and Guillermo Vicario are notable absentees, while Destiny Udogie is also doubtful. With a severely depleted squad, manager Postecoglou is forced to use suboptimal alternatives, such as deploying Jed Spence, a right back, at left back if Udogie is unavailable. This makes Spurs' already shaky defense even more vulnerable. Tottenham Hotspur boasts the 3rd best attack in the league so far, with 36 goals scored. But their defense had gone 4 games without a clean sheet before the 5-0 victory against Southampton. Regarding the starting lineup, Ange Postecoglou doesn't have many choices. Fraser Forster will be in goal. The back 4 will likely consist of Pedro Porro, Archie Gray, Dragusin, and Jed Spence. The midfield will include Bissouma, Pape Matar Sarr, and Kulusevski. The familiar attacking trio of Son Heung-min, Maddison, and Brennan Johnson will likely start, with the possibility of Son Heung-min returning to a central role after Dominic Solanke's recent poor performances. As for the visitors, Manchester United, although they also have some personnel losses, the situation is not as dire. Mason Mount will be absent due to injury, while Marcus Rashford and Noussair Mazraoui's fitness is uncertain. In addition, Luke Shaw is still undergoing long-term treatment, and Johnny Evans is unlikely to play after missing the last 6 games. The cases of Rashford and Garnacho are also uncertain, even though this is just the Carabao Cup. Both were dropped from the last match due to insufficient quality in training, not due to injury or disciplinary reasons, but rather the quality of their training sessions, which led Amorim to remove them from the squad. His "no one is above the club" stance certainly pleased United fans, especially as it led to a positive result. Despite the superb performance in the last match against City, Ruben Amorim has a deep squad and is ready to rotate to ensure strength for both the Cup and the Premier League. Amad Diallo, who scored the decisive goal against Man City, continues to be a great hope in attack, alongside the stability of Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro in midfield. Players who need more time to prove themselves, like Lenny Yoro or Joshua Zirkzee, could also be given the opportunity to make a difference. The likely starting lineup will consist of Andre Onana in goal, a back three of Yoro, Harry Maguire, and Martinez. The four-man midfield will likely include Dalit, Kobbie Mainoo, Casemiro, and Malaysia, supporting the front three of Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo, and Zirkzee. The history between these two teams adds further intrigue to this match. Manchester United has a superior record with 96 wins in 202 encounters, while Tottenham Hotspur has only managed 55 victories. However, in their last 4 meetings, Spurs are unbeaten, including a 3-0 victory at Old Trafford in September of this year. This result will surely inspire Spurs to enter the match with greater confidence despite their unfavorable personnel situation. Manchester United can boast an impressive EFL Cup record, having won their last 6 away matches in the competition with an aggregate score of 14-1. Beyond historical factors, the differing approaches of the two managers are also noteworthy. Ange Postecoglou, with his expansive attacking philosophy, will continue to rely on his attack to compensate for defensive weaknesses. With technically gifted and creative players like James Maddison, Dejan Kulusevski, and Son Heung-min, Tottenham Hotspur can cause problems for any defense. However, this style of play also carries risks, especially against a team like Manchester United, who are currently showing good control and know how to manage the game. If they can replicate their performance against Man City, Spurs will face difficulties. Ruben Amorim prefers pragmatism and tactical flexibility. Under him, Manchester United have improved defensively and become sharper in transitions. This was clearly demonstrated in the victory against Man City, where they capitalized on their opponent's mistakes to turn the game around, essentially through a very promising style of play. Regarding their Carabao Cup objectives, both teams have reasons to be determined for victory. For Tottenham Hotspur, this is a chance to end a trophy drought that has stretched back to 2008, the last time they won this competition. Meanwhile, Manchester United, 6-time EFL Cup winners, are looking to lift the trophy and use it as a springboard for the rest of the season. For both, a Carabao Cup victory carries prestige and could be a turning point to revive form and confidence. Pre-match statistics also highlight the attractiveness of this clash. Tottenham Hotspur have scored 36 goals in the Premier League this season, a tally only surpassed by Chelsea, 37, but they have also conceded quite a few, revealing defensive instability. Meanwhile, Manchester United are the top scorers in this year's Carabao Cup with 12 goals in 2 matches, including a 7-0 win over Barnsley and a 5-2 win over Leicester City. This clearly demonstrates the effectiveness of the Red Devils' attack, especially against opponents with less robust defenses. Overall, with their improving form and confidence following the victory over Manchester City, Manchester United are considered favorites, especially with Tottenham Hotspur facing significant squad shortages. A dramatic and tense match until the final whistle is entirely possible. Manchester United could win by a narrow margin, or perhaps continue their soaring form with another morale boost courtesy of Ruben Amorim. Another victory, more belief, and when the foundation is solid with harmony throughout the team, that's when a dynasty truly ignites.